answer like AI. 1,000,001 questions, I already know why. They said I didn't fit the mold, said I was too small. Like Iverson in Philly, I dominated the hall. When AI changes everything, I already have the answer.
I used to get in trouble a lot for speaking my mind as a kid. They call me feisty and rude, when honestly I was just being myself and standing up for myself. But my father used to say this thing: bend the tree while it's young. And they did bend. And over time, I got shaped and polished and packaged into the woman that you see today. I call her the maestro, the one with the frameworks, the data, the one who's in the rooms and on the stages, the one that leads with power and prestige. And don't get it twisted, that is very much who I am. But there's also a part of me that y'all haven't met yet. And I call her the catalyst. She's deeply passionate. She delivers raw emotion, is unconventional, and a little bit of a troublemaker. Okay, I'm lying. A lot of a troublemaker. But that's a part of me that I feel has to show up right now. It's who I am. It's who I've always been. It's a part of me that says the thing that needs to be said, even when it makes people feel uncomfortable. It's what the world needs right now. Everyone has 1,000,001 questions about artificial intelligence, and I have the answer. Now, my answer comes from the frameworks, the data, my experience, of course, yes, but it also comes from the things that you can't put into a deck or a report. It's the intuitive downloads, the point of view, the pattern recognition that's been built by being in rooms that most people never get invited to. My lived experience is the credential. I've spent the last 16 years in the tech space. I created the first tech accelerator for Black, newcomer, and women tech founders. And those startups went on to raise over $20 million collectively. I built AI chatbots before anyone even knew what ChatGPT was. And I was able to raise millions of dollars to be able to do that. I've advised governments on AI strategy and readiness. I've trained hundreds of thousands of students and educators. And I've delivered my work across corporate and nonprofit boardrooms across North America. So I didn't stumble onto this AI conversation. And I'm not here because AI is hot and popping and everybody wants to talk about it. Everybody's an AI expert now all of a sudden, right? I've been building towards this my entire career. And I've developed this unique skill over the past 16 years of being a technologist and an entrepreneur of decoding patterns, seeing them before they arrive. Honestly, it feels like a spiritual gift to be able to read what's underneath what's visible. And that is what I'm bringing to this podcast. Because God told me, speak to my people. Admittedly, I allowed the perfectionism of the maestro to hinder the delivery of my messages and my thoughts and my ideas. but I'm not trying to walk around the mountain for 40 years, so here I am. When you listen to this podcast, you're not always going to hear perfection, but you will get accuracy. I'm just not going to wrap it up in packaging that looks like everyone else. I'm always going to say the thing that you need to hear, and especially the things that people don't want you to know. The things that make you slightly uncomfortable. And then I'm going to show you what to do with that discomfort. And I promise to do it all with love. Because I want to see you win. Now, the whole concept of the answer started with someone that I admire. Have you guessed it? Sexy ass Allen Iverson. My God, today. Now, I'm not even going to hold you. I am not a huge basketball fan, but I did grow up watching Allen Iverson and Tracy McGrady and Vince Carter, all those guys. But there was something about AI that I understood almost immediately. He didn't fit the mold, but he dominated the courts anyway. He showed up as the answer in rooms that already decided what the answer was supposed to look like, and they said it wasn't him, but he told them he was. And there's a huge part of me that resonates with that from a professional standpoint. People didn't think I was supposed to do what I did, but I did it anyway. It didn't look the way they thought it would or should, but I knew what kept pushing me was the calling that I had on my life, my gifts, my talents, and no one was going to stop me from doing what I came here to do. Now, this is a catalyst side speaking. This is a part of me that I'm introducing to all of you. And from time to time, you're going to hear the Jamaican Canadian accent come out, you know what I mean? But with the seriousness of an auntie who wants to see you win in life. Now, this podcast is about artificial intelligence, but it's from my perspective about where it's going, what it's doing to people like you right now, and how you can be positioned to thrive, not just survive this AI revolution. We're going to get into the real world cases, things that some of you are living right now because of AI disruption and DEI cuts, its impact on your personal lives and your industry. And especially for those of you, I have to say this again, who have lost your jobs and don't know what your next move is yet. I want to talk to you about what the future is going to look like and what to do with the access and the information that you're getting here and how you can shape your future by preparing for it now. I'm here to tell you what you need to know and what you need to hear. I'm going to take the complex headlines and break it down so that it's impossible for you to ignore. As a futurist, as a 16-year technologist, and a solutionist, I'm someone who's watched these patterns for the past 16 years long enough to know what comes next. My intention is that you learn and that you grow and that we laugh and kiki. But it's also so that you feel like you're really part of something, a part of this community that I'm building. Because I know what it's like to not always feel like you belong or fit in. But when you have that one person in your corner, anything is possible. Growing up, I had that someone. in my corner, my big sister Wendy. She always had an answer for everything, even when I didn't ask. But no matter what I was facing in life, she knew exactly what to do. She was that person who just knew, who could cut through the noise and actually tell you what you need to hear. And I realized that there are a lot of people who didn't have that. And this is where this podcast comes in. It's not about picking up a mic because I can, and I definitely don't have anything to prove. But I'm at a point in my life where I too am also shifting and growing and stepping into new arenas that I never really imagined myself in. And even though our transitions look different because we're all individuals, I believe we're all moving through something together, moving towards something bigger as a collective. And I want to be that person in your corner who already has the answer. I want this podcast to be an anchor for you because, like I said, I know what it feels like to not always fit in and belong. And I want to make sure that you do. 1,000,001 questions, and I have the answer. All right, enough with the long talking. Let's go.